Okay, let's begin. This is a new tutorial about puzzle. As you see, I have test with Affinity Designer. I create these puzzle effects. So, how to create this puzzle? So let's get started. So let's see how to make this puzzle effects. Let's start from a new file. I'll create maybe random size, and I need a picture, so I need to use a splash to find a picture. I want to start from the book, so let's pick, well, maybe this one, or whatever. I choose this one, or I want a little lighter. Just try this. Okay, and we paste the picture into our canvas and create a new artboard. So this is our picture, and I want to change it into a symbol, so I grab it and give it a name called picture and create a symbol. After that, we hide it. Okay, there it is. The next thing is we need to create a piece of puzzle. Well, I will make a little complex because I'm creating a mock-up or template. It's all editable after everything has done, so it's nothing about pixel, it's all vector, real-time rendering. Alright, so here is our pixel, one piece, and I need to check these whatever. Let's start from 3x3 or 4x3, and I need to check these two options, including snap to object bounding boxes, include bounding box midpoint, and snap to gaps in size, just for now. And I set up my size, my rectangle size, to 150 by 150. Okay, and I will give it a color for now, and press 5 to make it half transparency, and duplicate it. Hit 2 to make the different opacity so I can see both of them, and duplicate it several times, maybe 4 by 3. So copy, paste. Okay, let's do 4 by 3. Just make it simple, right? And here is our boxes, and I want some guidelines, so I use grid. Let's turn on the grid and axis manager and change it to advanced mode, and type in 150 for the spacing. Okay, just change it to basic mode and 150 for the spacing, and now you can see we have these boxes in our canvas, in our artboard. And next thing is I want to turn off pixel alignment and just check this snap to grid and snap to object bounding boxes. Okay, that's it. And then we can change our artboard size to this size. Okay. And for now, because we know every piece size, and so we need to delete everything else and turn our artboard to black and our piece of puzzle to white. So that's it. And next thing is I want to draw some like a circle. Here I give it size to 60, maybe a little larger. Let's talk about it later. So here is our one piece of puzzle, and let's group it. Delete this picture layer, delete it for now, and we have one piece of our puzzle, and I want to give it a Gaussian blur, and now you can see our edge was turning rounded, but its edge was too blurry, right? We want to little sharpen here. How can we do it? Well, in fact, you can use the level filter, and but you can see there is no any effects because is adjusting our white layer, which is have no any black pixel, because it doesn't have any white and black contrast, so any adjustment is not working. If I move it outside, you can see here is it's working now. So that's it. That's how to make these effects. But there is one problem, because there is many pieces of puzzles, right? So we cannot use one adjustment layer to adjust every single piece of this puzzle. So here's the deal. Because we move this level adjustment into this layer, and this layer doesn't have any black pixel, so we can create some black pixel for it. Let's turn off the artboard background for now. Okay, now we can see here is our background puzzle, background color. And now you can see here is pure white, right? So how about we create an outline for it? Just a little, just like a 1 pixel, and we got this black and white contrast. But there is still some problem, is levels adjustment doesn't have any effects on this layer. That's because layer effects have the most highest priority, so we need to move it outside and turn it off for now, and we group it again. Well, this operation is telling designer, hey, look into this layer, everything into it has been flattened, now it's a group. Sorry, now it's a group, and this group will make Affinity designer think it is a rasterized layer. Okay, so which means I can move this inside and turn on now you can see here is working. There is another problem. How can we remove this black pixels, black color? Well, that was a trick. You can click on these gears icons and now you can see here it has a source layer range. You can drag the left point down below this, so down to the bottom, so you can see right now the black color has gone. Alright, so here it is. Here is how we make this pixel. But there is another problem. Let's copy it, and well, for now, as you see, all our pixel or our piece, this two piece is based on black and white. Black and white make this shape. So if we want to dig a hole right here, we just need to move these circles to the left and turn its color to black, and we have created these effects, right? And if we move this into it and change its color to black, and you will see here was connected, which is what we do not want. So how can we fix this? Well, we just need to scale all of these circle to smaller one. So let's select them all and turn on transform object separately. Alright, and hold down Control key to scale it from the center, and now we can see they are not touching each other, and I just want to give it just 50 width and height, and that's it. And we need to move them back to the center. Just one tweak, and you will have the correct size and correct position. So that's it. That's how we create this two piece of puzzle, and we can continue to just copy and paste, and we have this all of a pixel. But for now, let's delete another one too, and because we are adding the source layer range, so which means this layer has some blend options effects. So if we going to give it a black color overlays, so you can see here I have thought of this. The layer effects have the most highest priority, so you can see the whole piece, and even including the original black color will be filled in the new color. So we need to group it again, which is telling designer, hey, look into this layer, it has been flattened. Alright, the new group will make Affinity designer think it has been flattened. So now if we are giving it some color overlays, and now you can see here is pure black, because I don't want any anything. Let's save it. I don't want anything wrong later, so I will give it a new group. And now I will rename it to piece. Right. For now, we can copy and paste the new ones, and let's make our puzzle. Well, it's very simple because you just need to use black and white, and you get the result you want. If you don't want it, just delete it. Please use this black and white. I don't want any gray scale, and it will make some problem. So let's continue. Well, I think this is a little boring thing, so let's just make it 3 by 3 again. I don't want to have too many time on this editing. Sorry. Just Control Shift and drag, and you can duplicate this piece. And Control Shift and click, select all of this inside. Oh, sorry, I just need to delete this one. And now you can see it's very simple. But because everything was rendered in real time, so it will be slow, maybe extremely slow. So if you have create one effect, do not touch it anymore, because I just want to use this as a template, as a markup. I don't want to keep editing it. So here it is. Let's right click all the piece group and click collapse layers. Now we have this 9 piece of puzzle, and let's group it for now. Here's the deal, because symbol, in fact, it has some problem in Designer. I don't know, but I often have some bug, and with it synchronized. So I'm trying to use embedded documents. How can we use it as a symbol? Is you can create a new document, any size, whatever, and just create an artboard and save as, like just call it puzzle, and whatever name you pick, and go back to this folder and drag the new Affinity Designer's source file into this document. Now you can see the blank rectangle, because the embedded document is blank. Right, and let's check their documents dimension. DPI is 72 to keep them the same number, And now I want to copy this group, puzzle group, into this embedded document. All right. And now you can see here is our group. Let's ungroup it and rename it to puzzle and change its size to exactly 450 and turn our artboard background color to transparent. Now you can see here. And now we can delete this group and drag our puzzle embedded document into our artboard. Well, that sucks. In fact, if you have used Firework before, and you will find something interesting that Firework also has symbol, and its symbol was extremely fast because everything in Firework symbol, it will turn into kind of flattened image. Well, it's not mean they are really flat image. They're just Firework will trick this layer to be flattened image. But when you double click into it, you can still edit every single layer with vector and filter, anything else. But when you double click to exit edit mode, and it's still extremely fast because this layer right here in the canvas, Firework will think, hey, it is a flattened image. So it's extremely fast. But if you can see here, Affinity Designer, that is still slow. I think that will be the problem. But maybe we can double click into it and flatten every single pieces if we want, and just like but let's keep it for now. And I want to change their color to pure white, because you can see here, because we are using the blend mode to remove the black color, it will leave some edge, black edge here. But of course we can remove it if we do more tweak like this. But let's just keep it simple. Right, let's just select all of this layer, then open the layer effects menu, layer effects panel, then check this on, the color overlay, to give it the pure white. So now they will have no any black color on the edge. So if we want to turn this to be black, we just need to change its color to pure black. So that's it. Alright, and now you can see here we have this layer, the puzzle layer. And now let's take back our image. Alright, here is our image, and I want to make a group because I want to crop it, but I don't want to affect every maybe we can't. Just hit the W key to bring the vector crop tool and crop our image to the same size as the puzzle, and scale our original image down like this. Okay, because this is a symbol, which means we can change our image later. So let's move it to the bottom. In this puzzle layer, and we need to Ctrl J to duplicate it and hide the top one. Let's work on this one, right? For now, I want to make some 3D effects. Okay, the 3D effects, no, we don't want to make the 3D effects for now. We just want to group our picture layer and use this embedded document puzzle with this mask. So now you can see here our picture has been masked into a puzzle, but it doesn't have any effects, so we can give it a default 3D setting for now. You can see here, and maybe we can give it some outer shadow if you want. Let's make it simple. Okay, here is our 3D puzzle. But there is some problem because it's pure black and white. But when it used as when this layer used as mask, in fact, it doesn't care if you are black and white, because black and white is a real pixel in Designer. You need to rasterize to mask to let Designer know, hey, I just need white color. I don't need the black. So that's a problem. So if we want to remove the dark one, we need to use another way. Anyway, if you use rasterize, you cannot edit it anymore. So let's use the same way to remove the black color. All right, now you can see the black has gone. And how about we use it to our mask? And now you can see here the center one piece have been removed. All right, that's it. That's what we want. And the next thing is we want to duplicate our picture and move it outside. Here is another thing we need to do is we want to take out the center one. But this layer is black and white, and we know black is removed pixel. So let's turn it on and give it a invert filter. And now you can see here what we want is the center one. Center one is white. So we give it another blend option to remove the remove the black color like this. And we grip our picture again and use this center piece white as is a mask. And now you can see here we have a new layer, and let's just give it the same 3D effects. Or maybe we can just check to select the bottom one and click Ctrl C to copy and Ctrl Shift V to paste our layer effects to the top one. So if we move this piece of puzzle, and you will find out there was it is done right now, right? And why we need to make these so complex? That's because you can re-edit it, such as let's create a new document, create a new artboard. Let's switch back to the artboard tool and insert the new artboard. For now, I just want to bring our embedded document like this puzzle and onto the new canvas, and change the new canvas background to blue, maybe something like this. Sorry. Okay, something like this. And let's hide our grip. Turn this to pure white. Or maybe a little gray. As you see, it's very extremely slow, but let's forget about it. And we are taking our pictures and as the background. To move it at the bottom, and scale it larger than our artboard, and grip it, give it some Gaussian blur, very large number Gaussian blur, like this, maybe 40, and give it some maybe darker color. Okay, that's it. Let's lock it down. Now we can lock every layer. And all we need to do is we double click it into our puzzle embedded document and change our centerpiece back into white. And let's take another piece like this one, turn it to black. And now you can see here, we have moved another piece of puzzle to the new position. And of course, we can still adjust its position and rotation, whatever you want. If you want more pieces coming out, in you can take more to black. And there will be a new problem if you want to two pieces with different precision and rotation, and I will tell you how to do that, but it won't be shown in this tutorial. And now we can see here exactly the piece. And even though we can use another pictures, like let's drag our picture in. We use another picture. Let's pick one from splash.com. How about this one? Okay, let's right click and copy our image and put our new image into our symbol to hide the original one. So now you can see here is a new puzzle, right, with different pictures. That was very interesting effects. So let's talk about another thing. So how can we make these two pieces with different position and rotation? Well, that would be more complicated. So like you need to have one layer, then it's called puzzle full, which means it has a full piece, and you need to create a different artboard. You need to create different artboard and to change a single piece to black with different single piece to black, and one piece or two they have different artboard. So that's one way, and another way will be more easier. That is, you can just duplicate this two-piece layer. For now it's two-piece, right? And you can use the W key to make a crop for them. So they will be two different parts, but in fact they are using the same way, the same thing to crop our two-piece. Right, for now let's switch it back to the original image. You will see here it's also still working. So here's the deal. Here is how to make these two pieces to different place, different rotation, different angles, so even different 3D effects, whatever you like. So that's it. That's how we can make this vector puzzle in Affinity Designer. And of course you can change this to something like let's remove the mask. Let's change it to something like a new symbol. Alright, let's grab it and call the removed, or call it moved piece. Okay, let's create a new symbol. So right now we have these two things, and if we want to edit them, we only need to edit one. For example, if we want to edit these effects inside, so we need to edit one, then two pieces will be synchronized. Alright, that's it. And because it's a symbol, we cannot use crop to crop one, because when we do that, another one will be cropped also. So we need to group it again and use crop to. And for now, if we want to change its 3D effects, we just need to go into one piece, the moved piece, and change is maybe we want the 3D effects to be more to be something like this. Another piece we will also update. So that's why we can change it to a symbol. We don't want to copy paste the layer effects too many times. So that's it. That's how we create the puzzle effects in Affinity Designer.